5 passive income streams that pay you while you sleep. When I first heard the phrase make money while you sleep, I thought it was nothing more than a marketing trick. It sounded like a dream, something too good to be true. After all, money was always tied to work for me. If I didn't clock in, I didn't get paid. If I didn't work overtime, there was nothing extra at the end of the month. And yet, I kept noticing a curious thing. Some people around me seemed less stressed, more relaxed, and somehow their money grew even when they weren't grinding day and night. That's when I discovered the truth about passive income. Passive income is not magic. It's not about getting rich overnight or doing nothing at all. It's about setting up systems, investments, and habits that allow money to flow into your life without demanding your constant attention. And here is the best part. These streams can be built by anyone, anywhere in the world, no matter how much you earn or what country you live in. So, let's talk about 5 powerful passive income streams that can literally pay you while you sleep. These are not fantasies. These are real strategies, tested and proven, that work in the United States and can be adapted to almost any economy around the globe. 1. Investing in index funds and ETFs. Let AS start with the most universal and beginner-friendly option, investing in index funds or exchange-traded funds, ETFs. If that sounds complicated, don't worry. Think of it this way. Instead of betting on one single company, like Apple or Toyota, you're buying a basket that contains hundreds or even thousands of companies. This basket moves with the entire market, and historically, markets tend to grow over time. In the United States, apps allow you to start investing with as little as $5, sometimes even less. In other countries, there are similar tools, whether it's through local banks, brokers, or community investment programs. The beauty of index funds is their simplicity. You don't have to be a financial expert or spend hours watching stock charts. You invest, you hold, and you let compound interest do the heavy lifting. The real magic here is compounding. Imagine planting a tree. At first, it's small and fragile, but year after year, it grows, gives shade, and produces fruit. That's what happens when your money reinvests itself over time. Eventually, the tree takes care of you without you lifting a finger. 2. Rental income. The second stream of passive income comes from real estate. Now, I know what you're rethinking. I don't have the money to buy a property. But here is the thing. Real estate doesn't always mean buying a mansion in Los Angeles or an apartment in Manhattan. Around the world, people generate rental income in creative ways. Some rent out a small room in their house. Others invest with family or friends in a piece of land. In the U.S., platforms like Airbnb allow you to rent out even a single room or a vacation cabin. The principle is the same everywhere. Real estate produces cash flow. As long as people need a place to live or stay, you have an opportunity to create income. Yes, it requires some management and maintenance at first, but once the system is set, the income becomes steady. In fact, one of the wealthiest groups of people worldwide is landlords, not because they work harder than everyone else, but because they own assets that keep paying them over and over again. 3. Creating digital products. This is one of my personal favorites because it requires creativity more than capital. Think about this. Once you create something digital, it can be sold an infinite number of times without ever running out. That could be an ebook, an online course, a photography package, or even music. In the U.S., platforms like Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing allow you to publish a book with zero upfront cost. Around the world, people use Gumroad, Udemy, or even simple social media pages to sell digital products. The effort is front-loaded. You put in the time and energy to create something once, and after that, it can generate sales for months or even years. I know people who wrote a small guidebook, uploaded it online, and now make a steady trickle of income every single month without lifting a finger. It doesn't have to make you millions. Even an extra $50 a month is money you didn't have before, and it grows as your products reach more people. 4. Dividend-paying stocks. This is similar to index investing, but with a twist. Some companies share their profits with investors in the form of dividends. Imagine you own a tiny piece of Coca-Cola. Every few months, Coca-Cola sends you a small payment simply because you own part of the company. That's dividend income. In the U.S., dividend stocks are common, and you can easily invest through brokerage apps. In other countries, large companies also pay dividends. It could be an energy company, a telecom provider, or a bank. The key here is patience. Dividends might seem small at first, but when you reinvest them, the snowball effect begins. Over time, your small payments become larger streams of income that continue for as long as the company exists. This is one of the purest forms of money while you sleep. Companies work, employees hustle, factories produce, and you, as an investor, benefit without lifting a finger. 5. Building online content that works for you. The fifth income stream is one you're experiencing right now: content. Videos, blogs, podcasts. These are digital assets that, once created, can continue generating revenue long after you finish the work. On platforms like YouTube, creators earn through ads, sponsorships, or memberships. In other countries, people monetize through blogs, affiliate links, or even community-based support like Patreon. The truth is, the internet has made it possible for anyone with a phone and an internet connection to create. Of course, it takes time, consistency, and patience. But once a piece of content is out there, it has the potential to be watched, read, or listened to by thousands, even millions, while you sleep. Each view, each click, each interaction can add up to income that flows without your daily effort. The bigger picture. Now let me be clear. None of these income streams are get rich quick. They all require upfront effort, discipline, and in some cases, a small amount of capital. But here's the secret. Once the system is built, it starts working for you instead of you working for it. That is the essence of passive income. And here is what excites me the most. These methods are not locked inside the borders of the United States. They are universal. Whether you are in Brazil, India, Kenya, or Germany, the principles are the same. Invest in assets, not just expenses. Create value once and let it keep giving. Own things that produce money instead of constantly trading your time for dollars. The world is full of people who will spend their whole lives working for money, but only a few who flip the equation and let money work for them. And those few are the ones who experience real freedom. Final thoughts. So, there you have it. 5 passive income streams that can pay you while you sleep. Investing in index funds, generating rental income, creating digital products, holding dividend-paying stocks, and building online content. Each of these is realistic, universal, and accessible, no matter where you live or what your background is. The question is not, can I do this? But when will I start? Remember, the earlier you plant the seeds, the sooner you enjoy the harvest. Passive income is not about luck. It's about action, patience, and consistency. And now I want to invite you to take the next step. If you found value in this video and you want to learn more about building wealth, financial freedom, and creating a life where money works for you, then don't just scroll away. Hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and share your thoughts in the comments. Tell me which of these income streams you would like to build first, or share your own experience with passive income. Because wealth is not just about money, it's about freedom, choice, and living life on your terms. And it all begins with one simple step.